Hey everybody, it is May 12th, no, 13th, yeah, 13th, May 13th, so, I can't believe it's already 42 days, doing this. I went to my friend's house last night and had so much fun. We played a little bit of Phantasmagoria, which it came out in 1995, that I fell in love with when I was a teenager. And she and I are a lot alike in a lot of ways. I had a feeling she was going to like it. And so I actually went out. I didn't go out, but I downloaded the game itself onto my computer. Even though it is an old game, but if you download this version, it's only $10. It will work on Windows 8, Windows 7, Windows 10, and whatever Windows thing you have. And we had just lots of fun. My dad. We have a vulture right up there on top of the bird. I just happened to look up and see it. But anyways, yeah, so my dad told me about it, and I spent the $10, and I downloaded it. I was playing a little bit for the night before. I played a little bit on Thursday night, and then some on Friday morning before I went over to see her. And I love it. I absolutely love the game. And we got through the first chapter, and it took her about an hour and a half just to get through the first chapter of the game, and that was with me helping her a little bit. I let her do quite a bit on her own, and when she was extremely lost and was a little stuck, I would give her a little hint. There is a little skull thing that's on the game itself, that is called the Hint Keeper. He says he is the official hint keeper. He watches your every move. If you're hopelessly stuck, ask him for a hint, but too many hints will spoil the game. So use them sparingly, because too many will ruin the game. Or within that that saying. So she didn't use it at all. I mean, other than he will also tell you that what you have in your inventory. If you pick up whatever you have in your inventory and click on him, it will tell you what it is. A lot of it is fairly obvious on what you have, but then there's a couple of things that's like that you're not quite, you have a fairly good guess of what it is, but you're not 100% sure what it is. Like you get a deck of cards, but it's actually tarot cards. It's kind of hard to tell from the picture that's actually tarot cards. Things like that. He will actually tell you what they are if you pick up the item and put it over him. And then there's an eyeball on the other side that if you pick up the item and click on the eyeball, you'll pull up a small screen of the item and you can look at it a little bit closer. And So that's what she, she was looking at every single item that she got. The game itself, there is a lot of repetition. Like you have to talk to somebody several times, whether it's all at one time, and then you have to go back later on in the game and talk to that person again. Or it may be an item that you have to check out several times throughout the game and to get information and all that kind of stuff. So there is a lot of repetition on about, I want to say, half to 3/4 of the game. There are some items that you just use it once and then that's it. Other items that no matter what you do, you can still click on it, and that's all it does. No matter what you do throughout the whole entire game, that's all it does. It's just that exact same thing over and over. But you won't know that unless you click on every item, and which ones are going to be the exact same thing. But I mean, like, you may have one item, like, let's just say a glass. You could click on the glass for the first half of the game, and it's going to do the exact same thing over and over. But then near the end of the game, that one glass may do something different at the end of the game, or like 3/4 of the way in, it may do something different. So you just don't know when something's going to change and how it's going to change, if it does. So that's a good thing that you had to go through and make sure that you go through it all and go back several times to make sure that whatever it is doesn't change while you progress through the game. And we're going to try to get together again. Oh, I think it's a hawk. I am seeing so much wildlife right now. It's so cool. But I bet you it's going to fly away. I want to try to save. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. It's like 8:30 in the morning and it's nice and cool. It's just fabulous, but it's also a lot of cloud cover right now too. But yeah, that's one thing I like about walking around in the mornings. You can see a lot of cloud cover, or a lot of nature, because of the fact that it's still kind of quiet. And there's not too many people out and about, like there are in the evenings, in the afternoons, where it's stifling hot, and a lot of people coming and going out of their homes, going to work, going shopping, whatever. Or the kids are home and playing, things like that. But yeah, anyways, back to Phantasmagoria. It is, considering it was made in 1995, it is a really great game for that time. If you try comparing it to a game from today, it's going to be pretty poor, not that good. But you gotta remember that technology 20 years ago, that was completely different than it is today. Back then, 20 years ago, they were using the best technology. They were using the best stuff that they had handy to them 20 years ago. So you cannot compare that game with a game with today, like Guild Wars 2 or WoW or anything like that. It's just, you cannot do it. But one of the things I love about this game is that they use live actors to that you're playing. They actually use actual real life people instead of computer graphics, which to me is pretty cool. I mean, because it makes it a little bit more realistic and everything when you actually see somebody that's an actual human doing it compared to a cartoon character and everything. So it is something pretty awesome. You know, it's just one of those awesome games that in that time period. So I'm waiting for this truck to go past so I can cut across. But anyways, yeah, it is a really, really good game, I think. It scared my sister when we were younger. I believe if she played the game today, it would still kind of freak her out a little bit. Because she does get scared fairly easily. But you know, I don't get scared as much anymore. When I was a little kid, I did all the time. But since I was a teenager, nothing really scares me. I mean, I get startled every once in a while if I don't really expect something. But, or there's an extremely loud noise that when it's completely quiet and all of a sudden a loud pop happens and it just, when it's supposed to be quiet. So, then I may get startled. But if I'm expecting that loud pop in that silence, then no. I'm not going to get scared. I'm not going to freak out or anything. Because my mind is saying, okay, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Okay, there it is, big whoop. You know? And when I see, like in this game, I know it's all computerized. And I know that it's all people just wearing makeup and things like that. So, I mean, what's so scary about somebody wearing makeup? It's fake. It's, to me, that's all my brain's telling me. That it's all just either computerized done or it's somebody in makeup. And I mean, considering it is, depending on how it's done, a lot of it could be really, really cool makeup and all that kind of stuff, and it's awesome. But for my brain, it's like, it's all it is. It's just makeup. It's not an actual, somebody doesn't really look like that. It's not, no one, like the zombies. They're not, there's no such thing as zombies, you know? And it's just a bunch of people pretending and wearing makeup. You know, it's just like, so my brain doesn't, you know, see it. So I can sit there and play this game and go, oh my god, this is so cool. It's, you know, I'm not hiding behind something and I don't get startled while I'm playing scary games. But I do know quite a few people that would play something and they will jump when something pops out, or when something scary shows up, stuff like that. So it just depends on the person, but I just know that I personally am not like that. But I still love this game and recommend it to people. But if you're going to play Phantasmagoria, make sure that you keep in mind that it is a game from 1995 and that you cannot compare it to today's game. Because the fact that there is a 20-year, actually technically 22 years of advance in technology between then and now. So if you're looking for a great computerized game, I mean, there are some times that you just want to go, oh my god, woman, just hurry up, what are you doing? It's kind of bad acting, but other than that, I mean, everything has flaws. Nothing is extremely perfect. You can always find the flaws in everything. Whether it's a movie, a song, a game, TV show, whatever. Nothing and no one is perfect. But if you enjoy playing those kind of games, I highly recommend it. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye now. And I will talk to you tomorrow. And if you guys do tend to play the game or know of the game and have played it in the past, leave a comment below and tell me what you thought of it or you think of it if you've already played it. And I'll see you in the next. Bye.